shut the door. The dog's going crazy. So we were watching Halloween Tres tonight, Season of the Witch. Dude, I like. So I've never seen that movie in its entirety, but it's awesome. Like
Is that
it's
the one? Go ahead. Sorry.
no, I'm just saying, like it's really good.
Isn't that the one without Michael or something?
Yeah, yeah. I was very surprised. And then the way it ends, you're like, I was leaning forward in my seat, jaw dropped. I was very pleased.
Have you never seen it before?
No, I haven't seen the third one in its entirety.
You started with that, didn't you?
No, we started with the first one.
No, I
So
mean started with saying that you haven't seen it,
yes, I
and
did.
I wasn't listening. Great, cool, good.
Classic Jess.
No, I'm glad.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Fucking thing sucks.
uh, it's holding an axe.
He's playing guitar.
No, it's an actual. I've been sharp. I got it. I like. I've been trying to like sharp my axes and stuff because I've been excited that we haven't had to turn the heat on because I've just been chopping wood and using our fireplace to keep our house warm. But now I'm out of wood. So
It's a good. It's a good way to work out, actually.
it is. It is. It's fun.
Just ask Mr. Robot.
Or I haven't watched Mr. Robot.
No, it's a good way to clear your head.
I should watch Mr. Robot. I've heard good things. What are you doing right now? You seem distracted, sir.
You're distracted.
I'm not though.
Yeah, but are you? Aren't you though? I
Oh,
think
I
you
am.
are.
Phone buzzed, so
Great.
probably.
All right, we'll get you back for the whole podcast.
Uh
Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, God. Oh, Mike texted me, and he texted me about Madden, and I didn't see that the first part, but the text that I did see was I lost Thielen for 5 weeks, torn labrum, and I about pissed
huh.
myself.
uh, it'd be more likely that they would just trade him, like the way they're going right now.
Yeah, no shit. That is what they do.
Trade him for a fifth round pick.
So we started a new Madden league, right?
Hmm.
And so we started on Pro. Instead, there's Pro, All Pro, and then All Madden or whatever. And we started on Pro because we didn't know what to expect from the new game. But when we started on Pro, it was the same old bullshit. And I scored 105 my first game, and then I played earlier today and scored like 132. So needless
All
to
right, so
say,
I think it's time to go to all Madden then.
so we bumped it straight to all Madden, and then Mike said he lost.
Oh
He
shit!
said he lost 23-20. I haven't played my all Madden game yet.
Are you one of our viewers on Twitch? Is it me and you?
I'm not.
Oh, look at that.
I don't. I mean, I don't think I count. Hello, hello, viewer. We're just about ready to get started here. If Nick would just
Oh, it's Michael.
focus up. Oh, hey, Michael.
Have been ready. I don't know what you're doing. Probably.
I don't know what you're doing.
Oh man, dude. When maybe when we're not live and I'm a little sauced later, I want to tell you about my web cartoon that I want to do. I need to find a cartoonist to do, and they're just gonna be short little things, and I'm really excited. Like I started writing up notes earlier. It's fun, fun.
I'll help you with that if you want.
Yeah,
Not with the,
I'll need other voices.
not with. Oh yeah, I totally want to do voices. Oh fuck yeah.
Uh, yeah. Oh
This is
wait,
what
I can tell you because it's just Mike and you.
this is
So
what launches my career. Now keep in mind, Nick, this will go live to YouTube.
oh
So
wait,
if you want to keep it an industry secret, then you have to not
I like
do
it.
what
I
you're
know, but
about
I
to
don't
do.
like the idea of telling Michael. But we'll tell Mike later. Or Mike, I
After
want Mike to
after
join
the
our.
podcast, I'll send Mike the Zoom link.
There we go. That'll be good. And then we can like spitball. I can write down notes that we come up with. Oh, fight!
What? I'm seeing a kickoff.
Oh, it's just pushing around. Weak shit.
Is it after this kickoff?
Yeah.
Oh, they're just they're just like 7 Giants guys pushing. They're like playing past the nerd with an Eagles player.
uh, all right, let's start this piss.
Ugh. Okay. That sucks, Mike. By the way, about your game. If it happens to me, we're definitely putting it back down. because I didn't. By the way, I didn't get a chance to trade. I didn't get a chance to trade Kirk Cousins because like we did a fantasy draft, Nick, and they put Kirk Cousins on my team
Gross.
because they're listening in, and to my home devices, and so I had to go out. I had to go out. If they know anything about me, if they've been listening, they know that they need to give me Easton Stick, and they didn't. So I had to go pick up Easton Stick.
Are you guys
So
playing on the computer or PlayStation?
PC.
Yeah. I guess it doesn't matter. I have my PlayStation. I mean, my computer hooked up to my projector. So I can. Man,
135 to 14.
I am.
17 sacks for Cashman.
Jesus Christ. I'm like,
I had so many forced fumbles. They said I didn't have any. I think all but one of my sacks was a forced fumble, so it said I had 0. It was glorious. It was classic Cashman.
he's gonna be MVP.
That'd be sweet. Okay, I'm sorry. What were you saying?
Oh no, I'm saying like it's like there's a good chance I try to buy that in November, but right now with the horror movie stuff, I probably won't buy it yet.
Yeah, you might want to look into. The price will probably drop again,
Oh yeah.
and then I assume Black Friday will probably end up around 35 bones. Is my guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna play the Zach if you're ready.
Do it, man. Oh my
Might as
God.
well just
Not
what?
good. Carson Wentz, he's just not good.
I might as well just put the Skullberry. I might as well just close the Skullberry wine file.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, here we go.
Welcome to Pro Football Juice with your hosts, Nick and Jesse.
Hey, Juice Nation.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Jesse.
It's time for the time. Hey, Nick.
How are you?
I'm doing fantastical. How are you doing?
I'm all right. Dandastical, if you may. If I may. Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know. It's a new one. It's fantastic and
Dandy?
dandy. Yeah, fandastical. Or is it? Or would it be dandastical? Oh, but no, that would be like
I think it's Dandastical.
dantastical. Oh.
Dandastical. Dandy
Um,
and fantastical.
how's our Juice Nation listeners? And if you're watching us right now on Twitch, how are you doing? I know we got Mike listening to us. We've
Mike's
already
in the house.
conversed a little bit about Madden.
Classic Mike.
We're
We have Scott not in the house, but he said he was drinking a nitro
Oh,
stout.
I kind of figured he'd eventually jump on.
Maybe.
Hey, oh, Mike says he's great. Awesome. I wanted to just say, Mike, in our team lead meeting the other day, I wanted to point out that your hair is fucking long, man. It looks awesome. It's why, like, you grow out that beard. You're gonna look like and like you just wear plaid, you'll look like a trucker.
Here's what I think Mike should do. And I don't know if it'll work, but I think you should do it. Do it anyway. Lift it up, right, and go from like here back, like just up here to here, right, and then shave it from there down, and then slick it straight back, so that you have shaved sides and a straight slick back.
I don't know how well that'll look.
Boom.
I've been doing like the longer top, and then
Yeah. See.
sides.
Yeah. Exactly.
This is all right.
Yeah. Do that, but make it look better than that.
Yeah, my hair's good.
JK, bro. JK.
Mike, my new hat came in, bud. Oh, Mike says he couldn't pull it off, Jesse.
It's what Todd does.
It's true. Todd pulls it off,
Yeah, Todd pulls it up.
but Todd's got
Great.
the beard.
And he's got a giant beard too.
Yeah, yeah. It is awesome.
Yeah, it's dope. That is a sweet hat, I must admit.
Thank you, thank you.
Take the star and put a Norse head in there, and you'll have it made.
No. The Cowboys aren't very good right now, but this hat is still. I'm amped up about this hat. For those of you that can't see it, I got myself one of the Crucial Catch Cowboys hats, and it is awesome.
Tie-dye one.
It is a tie-dye one, and I ended up getting a pin from Etsy that had two Jer Bears holding a banner that says "We will get by, we will survive," which is a Touch of Grey quote. I don't love Touch of Grey.
I was gonna say.
But the Jer Bears are wearing masks. Holy shit! Daniel Jones just had a huge run.
Yeah, he did.
But they're wearing masks, so that's kind of why.
Man,
I got
he's
it.
speedy.
Yeah.
Is he gonna? No, he's tripped on his own.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
He was moving too fast. This is like a 90-yard. This would have been a 90-yard touchdown run if he had made. Wow, that is just poor defense.
Yeah, but he tripped himself on a 90-yard quarterback
No,
scramble.
I've been there. It's just momentum. You're like.
I mean, I get it, but I mean, he's a professional athlete,
I know. You got to run for your life at that
and
point.
he didn't even have to be running that fast at that point.
Oh man.
He's dying. The look on his face, he's fucking dying. Oh.
In case you're wondering, we're also watching the football game right now, the Eagles Giants. We had to postpone our podcast because we were busy and stressed out. And tired
Jesse
from our
was
long-
tired. Jesse passed out at like 8 p.m.
Yeah,
8:39. Something like
when
that.
when you texted me, I just imagined you like kind of like barely awake and keeping your eyes open. You're like, "Fuck, dude, I can't do this," and then like typing that out, throwing your phone, and then falling asleep.
Yeah, I was in bed with my head on the pillow like this, and my phone in front of me. Not gonna work, dog. It was bad. It was real bad, but I feel recharged today.
Good.
They're not gonna watch him not score on this drive and have it be like Daniel Jones' fault. They're not gonna score, and then and they would have had he not tripped himself. Jesus. I mean, I get it. I do get it.
Yeah.
But I'm an oaf. I'm not a professional athlete.
Oh man, they didn't get it. Oh, okay, good. I thought that looked like it was possibly PI.
Spoilers, Nick. I'm a little bit behind.
Sorry, man. Turns out I'm just like 10 seconds ahead of you.
Actually, it seems like a lot of seconds. Oh, pass interference.
I don't know.
Anyway, so what, Mike? Are you drinking anything, bro?
Oh, we're asking the audience first. I like this. This is a change.
Or Gel Steps on.
Oh, we got a Jelm Step sighting.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Oh my goodness.
The man, the myth, the legend. He joins.
Holy cow. This is great because like he's been hitting up our Twitter a lot with shit.
Ah,
Drinking
Dr. Pepper, classic.
situation. Oh.
I feel like
Oh, they got the touchdown?
Ingram.
Oh, sorry, I'm ruining it for you.
Yeah, stop with the spoilers.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Jeez. What did Daniel Jones stumble head first in the end zone?
Oh man, so Jelm Step's been tweeting us. I feel like since he's on here now, we should probably mention those. I'm gonna pull those up real quick. and
He's
we
been
can.
tweeting us. I haven't seen any of these.
I like kind of. I've been jumping on him pretty quick because I usually see him when I'm pooping, and I poop a lot. Um, he tweeted. He tweeted the Scooter Magruder's usually like he like commentates what fans how they act during Cowboys games, and there he's usually spot fucking on, and so that was also spot on.
I
Well,
don't know
no,
what Scooter Magooter is.
Cowboys fan, or he's just a comedian. Thanks for what image? I don't even remember. Jumpstep said thanks for that image. I already forgot what I was talking about. Well, it happens. It
Are you
happens.
drinking anything, Jones Tap? A water, perhaps? A Coors Light, which
Okay.
is basically water.
Okay. So he also said. So Jumpstep was tweeting at us about the about Fitzpatrick getting benched for the
Oh,
pooping for getting benched for
yeah, I took that in stride. I was like, yeah.
yeah. I
That
mean,
kind of
like
comment didn't even phase me.
I eat like garbage. I drink and I drink a bunch of caffeine. I poop a lot. So anyway, yeah.
And I got the meat sweats.
So I just want to talk about that real quick. Why not? Man, before we even jump to what we're drinking, I think Fitzpatrick's getting fucked over for getting benched by Tua. Like Tua took one drive and it was after a blowout. Fitzpatrick's been the reason they've been winning these games, and
Yeah,
then
so
they still have a chance for at the playoffs.
Miami is one game out of first place in their division. Fitzpatrick
Yeah,
has back-to-back 24 plus point wins, 12th in passing yards, 5th in completion percentage, 7th in QBR, and he gets benched for a rookie.
yeah. It doesn't like. Do you see that the Fitzpatrick came out and said he was like heartbroken and like there were
Yeah,
tears in it.
he said he's hurt his heart, and he was really feeling like the team was his. And usually
Yeah,
he doesn't get benched until he starts sucking, right?
I know.
Like he'll just start sucking, and then they'll put someone else in. But by that time, he's usually on a team that sucks anyway, and or like he got put in there in the first place because someone got injured, and then they came back.
Yeah. Yeah, jump step. You're right. He did go to San Francisco and blow them away.
I
Like,
didn't, I didn't see that away at first. He
been
went into San Francisco and blew him.
had like I think like one down game all season, and I just don't understand. Like, so what if Tua goes in there and is absolute garbage? Like, you're gonna turn back to Fitzpatrick? Is Fitzpatrick really gonna care that much at that point?
Well, yeah, his heart might. Well, there's two ways you could view it, right? His heart might be like all the way in it and being like, yeah, watch this, motherfuckers. This is what you're
Yeah,
missing. Or he might, yeah, or his because he's a competitor. I think we can all agree about that, right? So I think that given the chance, he would try to just blow up the scene.
yeah, yeah. I kind of think he's just getting screwed, man.
No, he's definitely getting screwed. That's for sure. I mean, he even said himself that he's been benched many times, but this time was different.
Yeah, it's because it's like the first time he's been unjustly benched.
Yeah.
Oh, they're showing the Daniel Jones run again. This is fun.
Nick,
Hey, just
what are you drinking?
ah,
I knew that's
me?
where you're going with it. Yeah, you.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
waiting.
me?
I was waiting to interrupt you. I am drinking vodka water lemon.
The vodka
Yeah,
water
so I've been
lemon.
doing like the same. So I will do like a six. Like it's got that little nozzle, so it's slower. So I'll do a 6 or 8 count of vodka, a 6 or 8 count of lemon juice, and then I'll fill the rest up with water. It's delicious.
Yeah,
Delicious.
that makes a lot of sense to me.
I
It makes a
know.
lot of sense to me. Get this. I am drinking from Barntown Brewing a little drink called Ecto Coolest. It is
Oh,
a 8.5% sour, which is ridiculous amount for a sour. Um, and it's supposed to be like Ecto Cooler,
I've had it. They had it at Tin Roost a
and it's
year or something.
green.
Yeah, it's not bad. Let me know what you think. Oh,
Oh, I've had it before, and I
oh,
love it.
I don't think it.
And the fact that it's 8%, I got a whole GD Crowler of this stuff.
My brother was wow. My
It's 32
brother,
ounces, my friend.
my
Wait,
brother. So we like grew up
okay.
on Ecto Cooler. Fucking love Ecto Cooler, and they even re-released Ecto Cooler years back, and we bought a bunch and drank the shit out of it. And it was also turned out to be yeah.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
but I remember Chris wanted to go to Tin Roost because he heard they had that, and I ended up going before him and trying that, and it's good. But I was like, "You're not gonna like it. It doesn't taste like Ecto Cooler." And I think he wanted it to taste like Ecto Cooler.
I don't remember what Ecto Cooler tastes like, honestly, but this to me tastes fucking phenomenal.
It's like tangerine. Like Ecto Cooler kind of tastes like like tangerine juice.
The thing about this is, it's 8%. You would have that's strong beer. You would
Yeah.
have no idea that this was 8%.
Oh, I know. It's man. Where did you get that?
Tin Roost again. But it's all over the place now. Like the
Oh,
first time I got it, it was at Tin Roost, maybe about the same time that you did, actually, because I've only seen it there one time. So I
yeah.
made the Untapped app let me know whenever it was in 50 miles of me,
That's a
and
good
it,
idea.
and it alerted me to it came to Tin Roost. I think it went to Reds maybe, and it went one other place. I think it went to the Legion in town. And by the way, the Legion in North Liberty has killer beers. They always have killer beers.
Where
It's
is the
crazy.
Legion in North Liberty? I know where it is in Iowa City.
Um, it's I think it's you keep going out on 960. No, no, no. You turn. What road is it on? I think it's the road you turn to go to your old boss's house.
Oh man, it is so weird. No, it is not. I'm not gonna. Um. Uh.
Just a second. I gotta look it up because it's gonna bother me. Mahaffey Bridge Road. So, okay. It's on, so it's on the way to Solon.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, but they have a stouts and like an oyster fest. It's called Oyster Fest. They got like stouts and sours that they have out there for Oyster Fest. It's amazing. They get like crazy beers. It's nuts.
You ever had oysters?
No,
Yeah, I have
I
no
don't go there
interest.
for the oysters because it freaks me out.
Yeah, they look gross. Oh man, there's the Eagles are trying to start another fight. Eagles are dirty.
Oh, there's Jason Garrett. Oh, your favorite.
Oh, gross.
He's coming
Uh,
back, you know.
jump says heading to work. Have fun, man.
Hey, man. Yeah, thanks for stopping in for a little bit.
Yeah.
That was fun. All
This
right.
one was like a lot of football has happened, but I was so beat down after Monday that I just like I've stopped caring as
Yeah.
much.
Fun. That's a perfect segue into what I was gonna say. Did you do any research or anything for the state of the Cowboys?
I don't have any. I don't have any like who they should draft or whatever, but enough where I know enough about the team where I can rant about it.
Do I look like I'm a GIF?
Oh, sorry. You're gonna see something fun here in a second. Um. He's Jesse's just weird waving his hands like it's a.
I'm trying to
Like,
act like I'm a GIF, like do the same thing.
is he running? You gonna see it yet?
Oh, right on the back. Ouchie.
Yeah.
Evan Ingram
It-
tried to hurdle and landed right at his back.
oh man, it's. I do like a successful hurdle, but I also do
There's been a
enjoy.
oof, ouch. That would break me in half.
Uh-huh.
I would land on my back, and every single one of my spinal bones would just crumble like dust.
My
It'd be like
final-
my entire spinal cord.
Then you just be a loose meat suit.
Yeah. You know how sometimes when people break their leg and their leg just flops over?
Yeah.
That would be me trying to like get up. I would try to get up, and my whole upper half would just flop over.
So you'd be like Dak's ankle and
Yeah.
foot.
Only my waist and back,
Yeah.
and probably die.
Yeah.
Probably also die.
I was watching a Friday the 13th movie, and at one point, Jason just sits up and bends a dude backwards like that. So
So
I
it
guess
happens. So it
yeah,
just goes to show that it happens.
it happens in documentaries every day, man. Like
It
Friday
just
the
happens, man.
13th.
Hey, we have some Pro Football Juice the League updates.
What
So tied at the top of the East is my brother and Snowman with 4-2 records, and I am taking up third place at 3-3.
what am I, Jesse?
The new feller in our group, Alex, is 6-0 in the West, and Nick and his sister are tied for second place at 3-3.
Yay!
So there's a lot of parity in this league, except for the new guy who's just killing everybody.
Yeah, he is tough. From what I
Alex.
see, like I know he played Mike over the weekend, and Mike was filling us in a little bit of it, and it was crazy. I had a I had a really close game going with your brother. Like we were going into Monday night's games, just separated by like 1 point or whatever. But then Dak fumbled twice, and then I think he
You mean
had people
Zeke?
go. Yeah, I had Zeke.
Zeke
I
fumbled
don't-
twice.
Did I say Dak?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that. Man, I can't pull up your brother's team. I hate the this app, man, on the phone. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Um, Man, he had someone go off and get um like 20. Oh yeah, that's right. He had Kenyon Drake and fucking Hopkins, and neither one of them like went crazy, but it was still enough to beat me by 20 points.
I was gonna say Hopkins didn't really even touch the ball until later in the game.
No, and like that, like the fucking Cardinals weren't even playing good football. They didn't look good. Kyler Murray looked bad. Like he was inaccurate. Sure, he was fast and could like get out of those situations quick, but his passing was bad. Like our defense didn't look too bad, but our offensive line was horrible. And then our defense couldn't catch up. Andy Dalton looked scared. It was like Zeke fumbled twice. There was just a whole like mood drainage. Like it was like everybody was amped up, and then Zeke fumbled, and then it was just nothing. Like the game was over at that point,
Yeah.
and the season's over. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna win another football game. I think maybe they'll beat the Washington football team, but their defense is good enough to get past our four like plug and play offensive linemen. And then one starter who's not that good. Like our offensive line is so bad, Jesse. Oh, I feel like I'm watching the Vikings offensive line from.
I was just gonna say, fucking tell me about it.
I-
Our offensive line, yeah, but that's the thing. Your offensive line has been good, whereas I've just been seeing the same fucking bullshit for many years.
But you know what sucks about the fact that like once having a good offensive line, Jerry squandered it. Like he did nothing with it. He just like the biggest like complaints about the Cowboys that I'm hearing and seeing and that I believe is the fact that they're not adapting to like newer football and they're not getting better. They're like they're not adjusting to the newer opponents or like the younger football players or whatever. It's just like Mark McCarthy's out of date. Mike Nolan sucks. Jerry Jones needs to just fucking die. Or just retire and just wither to dust in the corner. It's just it's
Yeah,
bad.
but it's gonna stay in the family. You know, Stephen
know.
Jones is gonna get the team after he's done. He's not gonna do shit different. And you know, he's always gonna have Jerry yapping at his back, even when he's not, until he dies.
I know. It's just
Here's my take on the Cowboys, sort of like, well, not my take, but you had said something like they squandered that offensive line, but they've been squandering talent for so long now.
Yeah.
They squandered. I'm not going to say Tony Romo, but you'll say Tony Romo. They
I think
squandered. They squandered. They squandered Demarcus Lawrence. He's starting to tip towards the end of his career.
I
They
think they
squandered
squandered-
Des Bryant. They're squandering Amari Cooper, Zeke, and Dak. All three of them.
Jason Witten had a good career, but like I feel like he could have been.
But he
He
didn't go
could.
to a Super Bowl or anything, you know. Like they've had talented players. Just well, I mean, I feel like in that regard, right? They're the same as the Vikings. We've squandered a shitload of great players without
And
making it to the dance, bro.
as much as I love Sean Lee and Leighton Vander Esch, we keep drafting players who are fucking fragile or players that leave our team and then do great things. Like Brandon Carr, we didn't draft Brandon Carr, but like they signed Brandon Carr. He didn't do shit for the almost the entire time he was with the Cowboys, and then he left, and then he was a shutdown corner for the fucking Ravens. Morris
Well,
Claiborne was like the same, was a very similar situation.
Anthony
Uh,
Hitchens, right? You guys drafted him.
yeah, we drafted Hitchens. Hitchens was solid, but then like they didn't re-sign him, and then he ended up going and winning the Super Bowl with the Chiefs. It's just like they just I don't know. I feel like Jerry still just believes he wants to try to put together the football team that he had in the '90s, but football has moved, has evolved so much since the early '90s. It's just it's fucking stupid, man. He needs to hire an actual either he needs to hire a young GM or he needs to hire a young innovative coach, but he's not going to do either. Like he's just going to. What's really upsetting is that you see these reports of players not agreeing with the coaches and that they're just fighting in the locker room and that the coaches have already lost the team. But Jerry isn't going to do anything about it because he's just going to because he has to save face. Like he can't just he's not going to fire Mike McCarthy halfway into the first season.
It's so bananas to me that already Mike McCarthy's lost apparently it's defensive players. They lost the defensive uh, some of the defensive players, and they've said that quote McCarthy and the coaching staff they aren't good at their jobs, and I mean that's brutal. That's 7 games in right 7 or 6 games into the this first season there, and he's already losing players. That's bad. That's
I
bad.
will give I will give Mike McCarthy the fact that like he did take over a football in the hardest year to coach football, I think,
Oh yeah.
since like whatever,
Well,
unless the lockout was a tough year. But
yeah, but the problem is that McCarthy had said that he thought that the prep coming into this game was the best that they had done so far, the best prep that they'd done so far this year, and they got
honestly,
their shit kicked in.
like the first two series, I thought their defense. I was like, all right, we've got that fucking spark. And then
Scripted too.
yeah, like oh my god, man, it was. I stopped. It was the
Maybe
first. It was the first time this season that I turned the game off before the 2-minute warning in the first half, and I just started watching the shit. Like we watched Brockmire, and then I think I watched The Good Place, and then I checked in to find out the final score. Like I was less stressed. It was still just disappointing.
maybe um, maybe the game plan originally that they had originally set out was good, but maybe it's just that the staff isn't good at adjusting after the fact because
Oh
you can
yeah,
put any game plan in at the beginning of the game, but the same game plan that you had at the beginning of the game probably isn't going to be the same one that you had, at the end of the game
yeah.
because they're going to adjust what you're going to do, and it's like a ever adjusting like kind of deal. So I don't know. Maybe they're not good at adjusting. I don't know. I'm just
Like
trying to come up with something.
I almost feel bad for Andy Dalton because everybody going into in that game was just like Andy Dalton's the best backup in the league. The Cowboys are in a really good place still with Andy Dalton, and I still like Andy Dalton. I think Andy Dalton, like if Andy Dalton had more than 1 second to think about and to throw that pass, then I think he'd be better. But the offensive line could not stop anyone. Buda Baker owns Andy Dalton right now. Like,
Yeah. Buda Baker was everywhere.
do you
Holy
think
cow.
Buda Baker just like calls or texts Andy Dalton and he just like and like goes hee hee and then Dalton just doesn't sleep?
He was like, who was that? Who was it? All right, by the way,
Middle of the night,
I
Buda
see,
Baker!
is there someone behind you?
Ah, son of a bitch! Don't sneak up on me like that, you fucking creep!
Apparently, He thinks he's super good at his job now.
Yeah. Kick 1,800 field goals to beat the Patriots, and oh, that's another thing.
Everyone's beating the Patriots now. All
Yeah,
right, let's get into this.
let's do it.
Let's not get into this. I have a question for you, actually. We did that was our state of the Cowboys.
Yeah, we gotta do the state of the Vikings.
Yes, but my question to you, I want to ask you. Now you're the GM.
Yeah.
All right, you're the GM. What would you do now? What like the starting now? Like at the end of the season, you're the GM. What would you do? What would you do to make the Cowboys better?
Trade for offensive line and then or draft offensive line and then focus on safeties and corners or corners, safeties and corners in the draft. But like we have so many positions we have to fill. I honestly, so aside from our offensive line, offense, I think we're pretty solid once Dak comes back. But we need offensive line help. We need cornerback help. We need safety help. We need pass rush help. Like our pass rush is okay, but it's not good enough. Like DeMarcus Lawrence, you said it. I think he's past his prime. Like he's had what, 1 sack all season.
I wonder what his salary is.
It's fucking insane. I think they should trade him. Like I've been seeing that there's rumors that they could trade Zeke because he maybe doesn't fit into Mike McCarthy's system.
Oh my god!
Do it. Like at this point, we're not going to the playoffs. Except I mean, like watching the Giants beat the Eagles right now. I mean, maybe we are. I don't fucking know. But if we go to the playoffs, we're gonna get destroyed. Dude, if I were Jerry, I would have been making phone calls this week and be like, you want Michael Gallup? All right, then we need a fucking safety or corner help or whatever, and then a draft pick or something. Because like Gallup has shown this year that he can make clutch catches. Or fuck it, like keep Gallup and get rid of Amari Cooper. Something's wrong with Amari Cooper, or Cooper's just like not meshing with something, but he kind of just looks like not maybe he, but just like him with the team. Something about it looks off. He just seems like the odd man out. But then maybe that's just because there are too many offensive weapons with Dalton Schultz, Michael Gallup, CeeDee Lamb. Oh my God.
Cedric Wilson.
Yeah, now Cedric Wilson all of a sudden, and then there's Cooper. Like there's just too many.
I historically have not been high on Amari Cooper, and the reason why I wasn't high on Amari Cooper because I saw at the end of his career in Oakland, he couldn't catch the ball. He was dropping the ball. Like he just dropped the ball constantly. And like now it seems like there's just a ton of problems with him. Like maybe he's not getting separation. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with Amari Cooper, but like I feel like
there's also no way they trade him now since like he willingly took a discount to avoid going to the Washington football team to stay with the Cowboys. Like the Cowboys are such a loyal, you've been good to me, we'll be good to you team. They're not going to do it. They're not going to get rid of him, which is why I feel like they'll get rid of Gallup.
I didn't hear about the Washington football team thing.
Oh yeah, like in the offseason, Washington football team offered him more money, but he turned it down because to play for the Cowboys.
All right. Okay, now let's do Brandon McManus.
Yes.
It's the Brandon McManus Man of the Hour with me, Brandon McManus.
Okay, who's your?
I wonder if we're gonna have the same.
We're not gonna have the same.
Oh.
You're gonna have Derrick Henry.
Wow. I was like, why wouldn't I have Derrick Henry? Like,
right.
He had a fucking monster game. He rushed 22 times for 212 yards. He had 2 touchdowns, and then he had 52 yards receiving.
Yep. He had a 95-yard run, and he had 9.64 yards per attempt. Of course, that's inflated because of the 95-yard run, but still, holy shit. That's beastly. That's otherworldly.
I mean, like I was watching the games on Sunday. I was just like, how could I not pick Derrick Henry?
Yeah.
There was no one from that fucking Cowboys game I wanted to pick.
There was someone from the Cowboys game, which is my Man of the
You're
hour,
gonna do Buda Baker,
which is Buda Baker. I didn't do it to spite you. I did it because I only watched like 2 games, and one of them was the Vikings game, and I wasn't picking shit from that game. Like, and as I was sitting there watching the Cowboys game, I was like, my God, Buda Baker's a fucking beast.
yeah.
And
I
then
wonder-
afterwards, I remembered that Derrick Henry ran for over 200 yards. So I'm basically what's happening is I'm sticking with my guns, but it is Derrick Henry. But Buda Baker had 7 tackles, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble, 1 interception, and he's the highest paid safety in history. I learned. I didn't know that.
Wow. Also, I don't remember if it was you or Mike, but one of you guys said that I don't know. I think it was Mike that you couldn't believe that a man that big could run that fast. And I'm with you. Like Derrick Henry is
Yeah,
a
it was Mike.
freak of fucking nature. The dude is massive. He's quick. I love watching him truck people. Like it's, oh man. But then like, not, I just don't get like he's getting better each season too. Like
Well,
this did this early.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that's exactly the thing. He doesn't usually perform this early in the year. He's usually like at end of the season, like I'm gonna smoke everyone at the end of the season, and when he's somehow still in shape and everyone else is dying. But like this year, he's doing it right from the start.
You got
And-
Mike 39 points.
Yeah, and that's not a PPR league. That's just a straight.
Yeah.
That's default. ESPN scoring 39 points. If you would have gotten in a PPR league, that would have been bananas.
ANANAS, yes.
Yep, that is bananas. Oh wait, Pro Football Juice. I made it a PPR.
I didn't know that.
I don't remember doing that. I'm not saying I didn't, but I don't remember doing that.
Just glaze over it. Fuck it.
That's probably fine.
All right, I'm gonna get Brandon out of here. Get the fuck out! Get!
Yeah, get him out of there. Get him.
All right.
Oh yeah,
Gone.
okay. So last year, apparently, during the vampire year, we made it a PPR league. Must have been a
Oh.
vote. Must have been a vote. Neither one of us remember. Perfect.
Well, we do have dependencies on other things.
Yeah, well, you know how it is. Oh, by the way, I forgot to also update that in Pro Football Juice, there was a trade,
Oh yeah, between you and your brother.
and Snowman. Not my brother, Snowman.
Oh.
I traded Hunter Henry to Snowman for Teddy Two Gloves, for Teddy Bridgewater, for Gump, for Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah,
Because here's the deal. All right, I didn't need to do that. I could have dropped somebody and just picked up Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
Right, easy enough.
But
But
that
I
wouldn't-
had Hunter Henry that I didn't think I was gonna be able to like move. You can't. I feel like nobody wants a tight end, and I had 3 tight ends on my team. So I'm like, fuck it. I'll just try to go out and get somebody that I want that someone's not gonna use, and I just Snowman had Teddy Bridgewater, so I'll pick Teddy Bridgewater.
I needed a tight end this week.
I guess good for him. Who's your backup quarterback? Andy Dalton.
I have Josh Allen. Oh, and I had Dak, so no one.
Yeah, there you go. And he accepted
Yeah.
it because why wouldn't you? It's basically, it's a good deal for him.
Yeah, and no, I wasn't. Jumstep got suckered into the Andy Dalton starting him in fantasy, though he still ended up beating Mike. I ended up starting. Oh man, in low league, I started Cam Newton over Tannehill, and Cam had 20 points to Tannehill's near 40.
Yeah, Tannehill went off. Hey, here's something else that I want to address with Jumstep when he listens to this later. Early on in that Vikings game, what was it? Facebook Messenger me saying like still want Cousins. Because Cousins threw like 3 interceptions, but Cousins ended up with 23 points when all was said and done. because he threw 3 touchdowns, and I was playing him, and I had Lamar Jackson, and Kirk Cousins outscored Lamar Jackson.
Oh wow.
Yeah, with 3 interceptions, Kirk Cousins outscored Lamar Jackson. So yes,
I saw as soon as
you're
he
welcome.
as soon as he sent that to our group, I sent him a separate message. It was like, "Don't do that." Like it was like I don't know. If I were Hines will do that to me sometimes where I'll be watching something and he'll text me about some stupid bonehead shit that the Cowboys do. I'm watching that game. I don't need to be told about the
Yeah.
shit garbage that I'm viewing. So I was just like, I messaged him just like, maybe wait till after the game. But
Well,
you were-
see, that's the thing. After the game, he ended up having more points than the quarterback that I had against him.
yeah, you never say anything early. I mean, like, he could have
Yeah.
thrown 3 receptions in the first quarter and then balled out and thrown 8 touchdowns in the second half. You have no idea.
See, I have a Vikings inner circle that I talk to throughout the game.
Mhm.
We work it out. We work it out on our.
All right, Jesse.
I want to say what he said. Let me see. Oh,
I
God.
want to know about the
Oh
statement
yeah,
about-
because it's between you and me and him. I don't think it's important, but he said, "Still want Cousins over somebody." I can't remember what it was. I think it might have been "Still want Cousins over Dalton."
No. Did he not? Did you not find it?
No, I didn't find it.
Oh, I can find it. It's right here, bro.
Well,
don't
I have to you because it was to you and me, right? Oh, here it
Still-
is, right here.
Well, that is good because so far he's.
Oh, still liking Cousins, still feeling like Cousins is better than all those QBs. And I was I was answering with one-word responses.
Yes. It's actually, it's funny that we played that game last week because I was watching a lot of the games this week. And if someone would do something, I'd look at Emily and go, "Can you believe Jesse was like Kirk Cousins better than him?" But then someone would do a bonehead move and I go, "All right. Yeah.
Yeah, easy to bounce back and forth, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Trust me, I felt like an asshole when when I said all those things about Kirk Cousins and he threw 3 first-half interceptions, the worst in his career. And I'm like, well, okay, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. But the other thing is that he did end up with a lot of yards and like I think it was 3 interceptions and 3 touchdowns. So like it was a tale of
had
two
a better
halves.
game than Aaron Rodgers, man.
What?
He would have had a better game, at least fantasy wise, than Aaron Rodgers. I think Rodgers got me like fucking 4 points.
Yeah, well, see, there you go. He's better than Rodgers.
I actually love.
I think we can all agree with that.
I want to pull up Rodgers and Aaron Jones and Aaron Rodgers stat. Wow, Rodgers and Jones stats because I kind of enjoy that they had a coming down game. You know.
Kyler Murray, by the way, then we were talking about the Cowboys game, is 7-0 in AT&T Stadium
I know.
because he played there in high school, college, and the pros.
I heard that so much on Monday, Jesse.
I'm sure you did. You know what I heard forever
What?
during the Bills game, where Josh Allen was playing like shit. It was and it was against KC too. That's the weird thing. It was a Bills versus KC game, and they wouldn't stop talking about how great Josh Allen is. And your brother constantly complains about how they're saying how Mahomes is the next coming of Jesus Christ, but like they were up Josh Allen's ass.
Honestly, they were into both of Mahomes and Allen. It was weird, but yeah, but it was funny. They would talk about how good, or they would be like, "Oh, Josh Allen, his strong arm and those legs, he can move so quick," and then they'd be like, "But his accuracy is an issue, and not everybody thinks he's that accurate, and he's kind of a piss poor thrower." But then they'll go back to the whole like, he can throw the long ball.
It was like
quarter mile.
it was like halfway into the god dang first quarter, and they were they had 3 graphics. They had 3 graphics specifically designed for Josh Allen, like just lined up. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like every time they got the ball, there was a new graphic with Josh Allen. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Are you trying to make him like the next like thing, you know, the next good guy quarterback, superstar quarterback in the NFL? It sounded like they were pushing him real hard.
Yeah,
Because you know that shit happens.
Yeah.
Like I was listening to a podcast between Anthony Jeselnik and apparently his buddy from college, Greg Rosenthal, who is an NFL analyst, an NFL like writer. They had like a short-lived podcast where it was like 20 episodes, and he was talking about how there were certain players in the NFL that they were not allowed to talk bad about. Like one of them was Ben Roethlisberger. They were not allowed to talk bad about Ben Roethlisberger because at that point he was like the poster boy, you know.
I figured like Aaron Rodgers and Brady or Mahomes. So now I guess, man,
Yeah.
now it's Mahomes and Allen.
Yeah, right. Fuck Rodgers. That'd be great if they just start shitting on them all, like it was they just like vented.
What if?
They're
What
like they get their yearly list of players they're not allowed to bash, and all of a sudden Rodgers isn't on it. And they're like, all right, it's on.
Jesse, what do you do middle of next year? Aaron Rodgers gets traded to the Vikings.
Historically speaking, that seems accurate. But he has to go through a season of the Jets first.
Uh-huh.
So here's the scenario that's going to happen. After this season, the Jets are going to trade their first-round pick to the Packers for Aaron Rodgers, and then they're going to try to start what's his dick? Love, or is it Love?
I was trying to remember who the Packers drafted.
All I can think of is Love. Not Josh.
Yeah, I definitely don't remember. I keep wanting to say Brett.
Probably the
Hundley.
next all-star, like all-pro goddamn quarterback in the fucking NFL.
Next fucking Packer you have to deal with for the next.
You know what? I'm just hoping at some point in my life, and it's happened already. It's happened when I was young, but it hasn't happened since I've been paying attention to football. That the Packers are just not good for a little bit.
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love. Okay, yeah, I was right. Love. So.
Tim Boyle is Aaron Rodgers' backup. Oh, and by the way, if people aren't watching the Giants-Eagles game right now, the
Yeah,
Giants
Haxton, you're right.
Eagles 21-10.
Hey, looks like we got a new number one team in the NFL.
Jesse,
Or in the NFC East.
if the Giants win and the Cowboys lose,
You basically have an
Giants are
automatic
gonna be
bid.
for first place.
You basically have an automatic bid to the Super Bowl.
Oh my god. The NFC East is so embarrassing.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. And that was almost a pick. It should have been a pick.
Oh my goodness.
All right, let's move on. Ooh, State of the Vikings. I have a whole thing drawn up.
The Vikings do it.
All right, here we go. Now, this is a new wrinkle that I didn't even have in my notes, but Yannick Ngakoue was traded from the Vikings to Baltimore for a third-round pick and a conditional fifth. Now,
Yeah, this happened today. So Jesse,
Yeah.
what did they give up to originally get in
they
Ngakoue?
traded to the Jacksonville Jaguars a second-round draft pick and a conditional fifth. So they got their conditional fifth back, which is a big fucking whoop. But they basically went from a third-round pick to a second-round pick in order to get 5 sacks in 6 games. And, by the way,
You
this
trade
is
someone who got 5 sacks in 6 games.
exactly, that's the first part that's banana. The second part that's bananas is we're getting Baltimore Ravens third rounder, and Baltimore Ravens are going to go far in the playoffs. So it's
Yeah.
going to be a late third round pick, basically a fourth round pick, and we traded away our second round pick, and we suck balls this year. So we're going to give them a high. We gave the Jacksonville Jaguars a high second round pick, basically an extended first. So
You
we
should look
gave
at-
away an extended first to get a fourth round pick.
You should look at your TV.
First to fourth. Oh, is that Fulgham?
No.
Well then, fuck it. 'Cause I
Fulgham
need
almost
Fulgham.
had a touchdown earlier.
What's that?
Fulgham almost had a touchdown earlier.
That guy's good.
Yeah, he is.
Out of nowhere.
Deshaun
Him and
Jackson.
Claypool out of nowhere. For Pittsburgh.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Anyway, back to you.
Mike Zimmer is not in an immediate trouble of losing his job, they say. And he shouldn't be.
Surprises me though.
There
I
was
mean, like,
reports that came out that said that he did not want Cousins. It wasn't
Cool.
specific that he didn't want Cousins, but he said he didn't want to spend big money on a quarterback because after coming off of the Case Keenum, like Minneapolis Miracle, like all that stuff, he didn't want to spend big money on a quarterback so that his I just got that. Mike said in the chat, he said, "Fug him," and then he said, "Inside joke. Sorry, it was a callback because I've been saying fuck them all season, like when people are referring to things because my season's lost. But I just now got that fug them could be fuck them or fuck them.
it has been cracking me up because like last week when the Niners got blown out by the Dolphins and Scott was just like, this whole shit, and he's just like, fuck them, and then you're just like, yes. And then
Attaboy.
this week
Then
when
you
the
did it. Then you did it
Dolphins,
earlier.
fuck 'em. It's like Sith Lord, and we're all slowly moving up into the dark side.
All of a sudden, everyone's eyes turned red. Anyway.
it's cracked up.
Anyway, so Zimmer didn't want Cousins, like he not specifically Cousins, but he didn't want to spend big money because he wanted to invest more in the defense because the defense at that time was what was getting them the wins for the most part, and they were getting by with what they had, and because they still had Thielen, they had Diggs, they had Cook, they had enough pieces to get by,
Yeah.
and then the defense to go all the way. But they did it anyway. So I still like Kirk Cousins, all right, as a quarterback, and I think he gets too much heat, as I've said before, but he needs to fucking go. And the only reason why I said he needs to go is because they need to get rid of that fucking contract.
Yeah.
Because it's killing him.
I can't believe they extended him in the offseason.
I know, me too. I couldn't believe that Cousins got more money in the offseason because now they're stuck. They're stuck with him. And they need to trade him. They can't cut him. They have to trade him. And we just learned that Danielle Hunter is also in news today. As we learned that Danielle Hunter has a season-ending surgery going on. So at the end of the season, we either have to trade Danielle Hunter or re-sign him, and we need to get rid of Kirk Cousins to re-sign. We need to re-sign Hunter.
Is he a free agent or is he like still a restricted free agent?
I'm not exactly sure about that, to be honest.
Okay.
But I didn't even realize that his contract was up. It might have been like a rookie thing, like his 5th year in his rookie contract or something. I can't remember. I don't know what's going on with that. But quarterbacks that make a lot good quarterbacks make a shitload of money, but it seems like the teams who are too invested in quarterback, it hurts their team.
Yeah.
Kansas City is not a good example, but when Kansas City's all of their contracts come to fruition, right, they're not going to be in a good position because they have a lot of good players that they need to pay.
The Packers, I think, would be a good example though, because Aaron Rodgers keeps demanding the most money, and the Packers haven't won a Super Bowl since, was it 2009?
So I feel like there's a way to do it and there's a way not to do it, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's the thing we always miss is that there is a way to do it, but there's a way that you can't do it. Tom Brady, that's a great example of the Patriots is a great example of a way to do it. Like Matt Ryan, I think is a way not to do it. Right, their defense lacked big time.
Have you seen the reports that the Falcons might trade Julio Jones
and fucking trade Julio Jones or trade Cousins for Matt Ryan?
Dallas trades for Matt Ryan, and then our season is completely turned around. I'd take Matt Ryan, but I don't see much of an upgrade from Matt Ryan to Andy Dalton. It's our
He's got a
offensive help.
and they want to dump him because he's got a monster contract.
Yeah.
So they need to get rid of the Cousins contract. If we get a top draft pick, it's got to be Trevor Lawrence, and that's if we get the number 1 draft pick because he's going to go number 1. If we don't get it, it'll be like, and if we get one of the top 5, we could get Trey Lance. He's from North Dakota State, and that's very close to Minnesota, and they probably would pick him over anybody else. If they don't get rid of Cousins, that person that they draft could be at least a backup. We need to pick some up in the fucking secondary because our young cornerback's looking okay, but they're not ready. And fix the fucking O-line. Jesus Christ. Too long.
Like 5 years.
That's every year going into the draft, I'm like, O-line, 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 O-line. Nothing.
O-line
Free
isn't
agency.
sexy. O-line isn't sexy.
I know it's not, but it's what they need.
So I was actually earlier. Sorry to cut you off. Earlier this today, whatever. I was thinking about asking you, do you think it's time for Mike Zimmer to go? But then I was thinking, I was like, if you think about it, Zimmer really hasn't. Like last season was a losing season, maybe, but he hasn't really had many overall. This is definitely his worst season. But
Yes.
I'm wondering if it's like his worst season because the defense is young and they're missing stuff. So yeah, like I was thinking that they're probably not going to fire Zimmer this season.
No, they ripped the defense apart. They got rid of Joseph. Well, first of all, their defense was aging and they didn't do shit to try to fix it. They had Linval Joseph leave, Xavier Rhodes leave, Trey Waynes leave, Mackenzie Alexander leave. That's 3 defensive backs just gone.
Yeah.
We picked up Michael Pierce, which is a great move, but then he opted out because of COVID. I mean, that doesn't help.
So you lost Griffin, and then you
Griffin
traded
too, yeah.
and now you're getting rid of Ngakoue. Like I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
That
They kinda
move baffles me.
I've been trying to think of who they could what possible suitors they could get for Kirk Cousins, and I don't think there would be anybody who would want to pay that, who would want to trade for that contract.
I mean,
that.
the thing is, like, the people who have the room, the cap space to take that kind of contract on, would be people who are gonna be high in the draft, like the Jets. The Jets would be a good landing spot for Cousins because it would give him a veteran quarterback. But the Jets, because they have so much cap room, but like the Jets are gonna get the first round pick of the goddamn draft. So there's their quarterback right there.
Yeah. Dude, if they get that first round pick, there's no way they let Gase control that team. I still think Gase is going to get fired this season. He clearly doesn't know.
How is Gase not fired?
I don't know. Like, do you think he's just got who's the owner? What's
Like
the owner?
nudie pictures of, is it Woody Johnson?
Yeah, so I felt like
Is it Woody Johnson? Did I make that? Was that right?
I wanted to say Woody, but I thought I was thinking of one of the PFT guys or whatever, or around the horn guys. Or
Yeah,
some shit.
that is a guy. Yeah, I think it's. I'm gonna say Woody Johnson. Johnson. It just says Johnson.
Man,
Yeah, it's
golf
Woody Johnson.
gashing the Eagles on this drive.
So yeah. So actually, so here's. I looked up free agents that are coming up. Right. I looked them up to see who. If we jettisoned fucking Cousins, we'd have a lot of money that we could possibly put on free agents. And this is, okay. Anyway, like Brandon Sheriff, an ex-Iowa offensive lineman, fantastic. Joe Tooney, David Bakhtiari of the Packers currently, Ronnie Stanley, John Ross. Could you imagine if it was Adam Thielen, Justin Jefferson, and John Ross? That'd be sweet.
Did you see John Ross demanded a trade?
I did see that. Austin Blythe, who was also an ex
Iowa.
Iowa player. They need to re-sign. Okay, my first re-signing was Yannick Ngakoue. So
How's
we're
that gonna-
already doing really great. We need to
Hold
either
on,
trade or re-sign
quick
Anthony Harris because he's on the franchise tag right now.
quick pause. I just wanted to ask for someone like because the Ravens are likely to sign Dez with Ngakwe going to the Ravens. Were you just like automatically kind of like fuck you jealous because they're going to a team that has a chance to getting them a ring where they didn't before?
No.
I'm kind
Mostly
of that
going
way
through
about
my head. I can't. Well, the problem is I can't get through the whole. We lost a whole round of a pick. Actually, more than that. A round and like 3/4 of a pick because we're stupid. Well,
I
well,
am-
no, I can't say that. It's because we thought we had a chance to win and we didn't. We thought we had a chance, and he was like a missing puzzle piece to put him alongside Dan. I still imagine the possibilities with him on one side and Danielle Hunter on the other side. Can you believe
Yeah.
it? That would have been beautiful.
How big was the contract that he signed when or like had he signed a contract or did the Vikings just take over the contract from
I assume we took it over
so
because
I just don't
he didn't
I don't
re-sign or anything.
what was the benefit of trading? Like a third round pick, you can get a third round pick on the first day of draft day or whatever, or just like or trading someone else from the team other than someone who's gotten you 5 sacks over 6 games.
You know what I feel like it might have been? I feel like it might have been a we're making this trade to win a Super Bowl. But we know this guy's on a 1 year and yeah, bubble in the throat. Yeah. But we know this guy's on a 1 year and nothing's gonna come with it probably after because we're so cap stressed. So I feel like it was because it happened right before the season. The season. The season. No, it happened right before the season. So we thought it was going to be this like huge matchup that was just going to like take our defense to the next level and kill it. Didn't work. I think maybe since we did what we just did, we had no intention of re-signing him.
Yeah. That's it. That sucks. Like, man, how would that make you feel as a player?
Oh, he probably doesn't. He probably doesn't fucking get that.
So
And by the way, he's on a Super Bowl contender now, so he doesn't give a shit.
I know. Deshaun Jackson, back from injury, just got re-injured, and it just looks like
Ooh.
that looks like a hyperextension of the knee or some shit.
Oh, first of all, I thought it was a concussion because he got popped like
He did
immediately.
get smoked.
You're
Yeah.
right though. It was that second. It was that second unnecessary hit.
Man,
Is that a penalty?
Isn't he kind of old to be returning kicks? This is a real question. Like,
No, he is.
I feel
He
like
shouldn't.
returning a young man.
First of all, like the history of the Eagles and their injuring wide receivers and their lack of wide receivers they shouldn't have one of their best ones returning fucking kicks.
He's 33 years old. Why do you have your wide receiver one? Okay, I guess Alshon Jeffrey maybe, but your wide receiver 1 or 2 returning kicks. I CeeDee Lamb's returning kicks, but he's not our wide receiver 1.
Okay, here's something. Here's something. Oh, by the way, Mike said that looked like a hit the Eagles would do. No flag, by the way. But here's the other thing about that one, is that maybe he doesn't regularly do it, but he has such big playability and they're down with only 2 minutes left that they put him in there to try to make something happen.
Oh, maybe. I guess I'm not an Eagles fan, so I don't know if he's been running kicks back this whole time.
Yeah, I have no idea because I don't give a shit.
Yeah, fuck the Eagles. Should we talk about other football shit? I don't know. I've been enjoying this bullshit.
Yeah, it's pretty good, bro. Bro. Okay, so let's see.
I've been podcasting for like an hour.
Yeah. Oh man, we've talked about all this stuff. Oh, the Oakland game got moved to.
Oh yeah, that's actually big news because every single one of their offensive linemen are at high risk for COVID.
Wait a second. I've been looking at the stuff, and it says NFL changes Sunday night football matchup. The Bucks Raiders moved up to Sunday at 4:05 p.m.
Why'd they move it up?
Seahawks Cardinals switched to prime time. So the Bucks Raiders game got moved back?
So that doesn't make sense.
No, it
Do you think-
doesn't.
Do you think they did that just in case the Raiders game gets canceled, so then they don't have to hot swap it later?
Ah, yeah. So the Bucks Raiders got moved to Sunday at 4:05 p.m.
Yeah.
and Seattle Arizona got switched to prime time
Which makes
because
sense. It's gonna get a lot of money. Like fans are gonna watch that game.
right. And that makes sense because if Bucks Raiders gets moved to like Tuesday or some shit, then they don't lose out on that game. They don't
Yeah.
lose out on the money.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, obviously.
Yeah.
So Bucks Raiders got moved to Sunday at 4:05 p.m. because all of the Raiders offensive line and the rookie from last year, John Abram.
Jonathan Abrams.
Yeah, Jonathan Abram got COVID
Or so did they get COVID because it says are at high risk?
on the on the COVID list. They don't say really anymore. It's weird.
I mean, it's kind of against HIPAA.
That's true. That's a good
I mean,
point.
unless
Unless
they
they-
come out and say it.
Yeah, right. Unless they sign a thing. So
For the hospital or somebody to release that information.
I remember like a couple of years ago or a few years ago or something, like didn't Adam Schefter get in a bunch of shit because he like
Yeah,
tweeted a medical report, but he didn't get in trouble, like they had to track down who gave it to him or something.
Hey, did you get a notification yesterday or today that Ian Rappaport is back on Twitter after 2 week suspension? I didn't
Yeah.
even know about that.
Oh yeah,
What did he get suspended for?
because he tweeted a commercial or a sponsorship. Like it was some deal where he was like tweeted out a sponsorship from some company that he didn't clear with the NFL first. Like so
Yeah.
he was like making money on the side or something. So he got suspended from Twitter for like
That's weak. I switched it around so you can see No, I can't wear the hat backwards, but you can see the crucial catch.
nice. Intercept cancer. Bill! Intercept cancer, Bill. He's right
Bill!
here. Bill's off camera.
Bill,
Watch
Bill.
this. I'll try to get him in here. Come on, Bill. There's Bill. There he is, you son of a bitch.
Bill, you son of a bitch.
You think I'd miss this party?
Should we? What's next? What else? You got for
Picks!
football? Oh shit!
Right? We should probably do picks, right?
Probably.
Let's do our see what pick of the week, shall we?
Say what? Oh, you have got to be kidding me. No. Pick of the week.
It's Bill, and he loves being held this way, as you can tell. Who is your say what pick of the week? Rockabye Billy.
All these games are pretty much evenly matched. Seriously, like we've got Giants Eagles evenly matched, Panthers Saints evenly matched, Browns Bengals evenly matched, Bills Jets. But I would be so stupid to pick the Jets. Cowboys Washington Eagles.
Wait, whoa. Okay, first of all, Minnesota's on a bye, so I can't pick them as my say what pick of the week. Baltimore, Indianapolis, Miami, and Minnesota are on a bye. I'll just say mine. Cincinnati over Cleveland. Are you kidding me? That's not a say what pick of the week? Cincinnati's won like one game.
It doesn't seem crazy to me though. Because the Browns gonna brown, but the Browns I guess have been pretty good. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna pick the Broncos to beat the Chiefs. I'm gonna go the biggest say what pick of the week of the week.
Whoa, you went like wiggity whack there, like.
Say what pick of the week of the week.
What was that? What's the kids? The kids rap group.
Huh.
Come on. Oh God. It's those two kids, crisscross.
Oh,
Wiggity
okay.
wiggity wiggity whack. What was your pick? I got distracted.
Oh my goodness! I'm picking the Broncos to beat the Chiefs. I'm gonna channel some inner Jelm step here.
Oh.
Turns out Melvin Gordon isn't going to face suspension from the Broncos anyway. The NFL still has to bring down their shite.
Which, by the way, Jumpstep is upset with, and Jumpstep is a diehard Broncos fan, but he believes that justice should have been served there, and at least.
So I get Jumpstep made the comment that he knows the road that Melvin Gordon was driving on, and there are a lot of homeless people and stuff. And like my standpoint on this is like I don't condone drinking and driving. It's not a good thing. You shouldn't get drunk and then drive. But then also like it's not like you're raping someone or beating the shit out of someone. You're making a fucking mistake. Unless Melvin Gordon was just like, you know what I'm going to do tonight? I'm going to really fucking drunk and then I'm going to drive. Like, I don't know. I think people make mistakes. They fuck up. Like, I think he should probably get suspended a game, maybe two, but I don't think he should have any more issues than that.
I'm a little bit conflicted here. By the way, Mike did have crisscross. It was a little bit delayed. He had it. I'm giving him credit for it. But in regards to DUIs are not good. I think we can all get behind that. But
I agree.
in the real world, if you are a broker or like a baker or like a candlestick maker.
Yeah. As soon as you said broker and you went, I was like in my head really hoping that you did. That was great.
The broker's not the first one of that.
I know,
series.
but I knew you were gonna. For some reason, I just like felt that you were gonna go that way.
I delayed it because I couldn't remember what the first one was. All I could think of was broker.
What is it? It's a butcher, a baker.
Butcher.
Thanks. I had some help with that.
But anyway, you wouldn't get suspended from work for a DUI.
Yeah, I know.
Now, on your second DUI, if you had to go to jail, you'd have to either like take time off work or get work release or whatever. Or if you couldn't, you might get fired if you had to take a week off work or something. But like in general, you don't get you don't take work off because you got a DUI.
If I get pops for a DUI, I don't think I'm gonna get fired from my job. I wouldn't fire any of my employees for popped for DUI unless they got popped for DUI and they committed manslaughter. Then maybe that's a different situation. Melvin Gordon but he was still stupid.
No, it's stupid. Don't get me that like. Yeah. The one thing I want to make perfectly clear is that DUIs are stupid. All right. Oh man, it's a close game.
Not anymore.
Well, yeah, I saw what you saw, so I figured that it was.
Oh, okay.
Is that Fulgham?
No, that was
Scott. I need it to be Fulgham. Okay, before this game started, Nick and I both said we wanted Philadelphia to win, so this is a good turn.
Yeah, we have text evidence at like 7 o'clock or 6:45.
I'll show it, bro. I'll give
you
shit.
Brother.
And I'll give away Scott's phone number.
Do it. It's 867-5
309.
That was same just a good pass.
Same as all right.
Tommy Two-Tone. No, that was the number that Tommy Two-Tone couldn't get off his. Oh shit.
Let's see. Where was it? I picked the Eagles, and then down here it says I also picked the Eagles.
Yeah.
And then there's Scott says something derogatory about Wentz. No, he doesn't.
Derogatory. He's just quoting.
Yeah, well, that's why I had to look. I had to scan and like scroll to a appropriate spot.
Yeah, to make sure we weren't saying anything inappropriate.
Right, which we do constantly.
Yeah, usually.
All right, dog.
Get him!
Carolina
Sorry.
versus New Orleans.
Oh. Sorry, what?
Carolina versus New Orleans.
I'm gonna pick Carolina. So Michael Thomas popped back up on the injury report. So I'm curious what's happening with him.
Who is this in at quarterback? Is that the rookie?
Yes, Jalen Hurts.
Are you kidding me? On a 2-point
Yeah, they were
conversion
trying-
winning. Oh wait, no, it's not winning. They're already winning. This is to put them up by 3. That's nuts. That's bananas that they wouldn't have their starting quarterback in right there.
Yeah, because they were trying to do a little bit of trickery.
Well, they got flagged, but still.
Got popped for a hold, I think.
I
Or no,
Here's something I want to talk about just quickly.
hold.
Michael Thomas has a new injury. Is there something going on with Michael Thomas? There's been a lot of talk about him and the team. Is he really injured or is he fucking with them because he
Dude,
wants to be out of there?
I don't think he's gonna be a Saint anymore, man.
And they just signed him for a huge contract last year. Was it last year? When he had his huge year and they signed his ass, or was it 2 years ago or something? I don't know.
Yeah, last year, thank you. He signed a fat contract.
Fat
Right?
stacks with all those racks, bro.
Thought he
Oh,
became
that's
one.
hot. You see this hot? So
What? What?
they had Graham Gano with one of those power vibrating like guns on his on his upper
Oh,
thigh
man,
right by
I
his dick.
I'm-
I was like, oh! It was in slow mo, like
Are you as hard as a rock right now, then, too?
hell yeah.
I mean, not two.
I mean, whatever,
I'm
dude.
not hard
Look
as
at
a
Nick
rock.
trying to pretend he didn't see it, pretend
Are
that
you
he's
sure?
not keeping that laptop up on its own, with his penis. Anyway,
I've been
Buff-
holding up on my penis this whole time. I don't rest it on anything. I just stay as hard as a rock. Don't ask me how. I mean, like, obviously,
oh, like a rock.
I found out during this podcast that beards do it. Well, I can't do this anymore. I can't.
Buffalo versus the Jets.
Buffalo.
Buffalo versus the Jets. I picked Buffalo as well because Josh Allen is the best thing. Cleveland versus Cincinnati. Cincinnati's my say what pick of the week.
Cleveland.
Dallas versus Washington.
Do I have to pick?
Oh yeah, this is Dallas.
I want to say Washington because I think it's going to be Washington, but Dallas, I guess.
Dude,
Dallas.
listen. Originally, I put down Dallas, and then I had to think to myself, "Oh wait, Andy Dalton sucks dicks." But then I'm like, "It's Washington though, and Washington doesn't have a quarterback either. They have Alex Smith."
No,
So
they
then I
got
picked Dallas.
Kyle Allen.
Oh, yeah, Kyle Allen. Good one. Green Bay versus Houston.
Green Bay.
Kyle
Oh,
Allen's the... Huh?
Between Washington and Dallas, who'd you
Dallas.
pick? Oh,
Because Kyle Allen and Alex Smith.
Kyle Allen. Paul
Kyle
Allen.
Allen. Kyle Allen.
Try getting the door reservations at George's now, you
You
son of a wait.
Fuck!
Oh no! Strip sack of Daniel Jones to end the game.
Spoiler
Man,
alert. Spoiler alert for all of those out there that had this DVR.
New York had one fucking
Shkablink.
job.
Plumps. Bling. Done. Game over. Try now. Get a reservation. Don't say now, you fuck.
I love that movie. Love it.
Yeah, no kidding. I have it on the Blu-ray.
Me too.
I have very few Blu-rays, and that is one of my Blu-rays.
So I reorganized my movie closet and I've created a lot more space. So over the last few months, I've been a little crazy with the purchasing of Blu-rays, like because I'll
I've
see
seen it.
it on sale and I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna just buy this. Fuck it.
I've seen it because your wife like showed it on camera during a meeting once.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's something to see, man.
I I specifically that exact moment in American Psycho. I love because very rarely do people call other people a fuck.
Yeah.
And when you do, and in that specific case, it just like bam, it hits you like a ton of bricks, and it's amazing.
I always,
I was in a fight, one of the first fights in only fights I've ever been in, and I wasn't even really involved. I was trying to break it up. I called someone a fuck. So like it also hits a little bit closer to the heart with that one, right? Like
how'd you use it?
I said, "Get off me, you fuck."
Excellent. Good
And I was
stuff.
talking to a girl, so that's great. I was trying to break up a fight by holding a guy's arm because he was on top of one of my friends, just like punching his face. Right? And so I like ran in and grabbed the guy's arm to pull him off. And some girl was trying to pull me off of the guy for some reason because she's a bitch or something. Like, why would you want some guy to continue to try to, like, just like beat someone's face in? So I go, "Get off me, you fuck."
Hey man, I would like to just point out, kudos for you for just saying fuck, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, right? That was in the heat of the moment, too. But
I
I just
know.
want to point out.
I kind of love it. Like if you would have, if I like a part of me wishes this story was like, I was like, get off me, you butthead. That would have been fucking great. Like butthead, butthole. But like, I still love just fuck on it. It's pretty good. Get off
Yeah,
me,
that's
you-
what like that's what I'm saying. Very rarely is it used in that fashion, which is
Yeah.
probably why. And I have a personal connection to that specific scene in that movie.
Yeah, I get it.
I was kind of
Alright.
drunk, so I assumed that I was also spitting a lot of phlegm like he was.
Yeah, I'm sure you were kicking ass too, right?
Oh, I was definitely not kicking ass.
Shut up, Jesse.
Detroit versus Atlanta.
Atlanta. No. Detroit.
I have Atlanta. You know what? I should have called the Minnesota loss because they, you know, it's like that thing where they just get a new head coach and they win the next game. Which is exactly
Yeah.
what happened to Minnesota against Atlanta. Anyway,
Yeah.
Pittsburgh versus Tennessee.
No. Pittsburgh.
I also have Pittsburgh.
This one's gonna be a good game.
It's going to be an interesting game. Pittsburgh's been playing fucking lights out.
Would you play Tannehill? I'm starting Tannehill right now. And
I would play him. It might be a shootout. By the way, Mike, we're talking about American Psycho. We haven't that whole movie that we were just referencing about the fucks and all that. It was about American Psycho. We didn't say that. We should have said that.
Yeah. I kind of just assume at this point that most people have seen American Psycho, and if they haven't,
Well-
they absolutely good.
Here's the thing. I feel like we're going in kind of a deep cut, a little bit of a deep cut.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you
And if-
seen American Psycho? It says it was driving him nuts.
Yeah.
Like
So
a-
he's seen it.
Like a steering wheel on his belt buckle. It was driving him nuts. It was driving
Like a-
me
Like a, like a ship wheel in a pirate's pants.
Yes.
It's driving me nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, you butchered it. But
Yeah, I did because I don't know what the wheel is. What's the wheel?
I know,
called?
I know. I always just like a steering wheel on my belt buckle is driving me nuts.
Yeah,
always
see
just-
that makes a lot of sense. But like the first time I ever heard it, it was called R.
Yeah.
Like something to do with a pirate. R. It's
Yeah.
driving me nuts. But what's it called?
Mike, you know everything. Mike, what's the steering wheel of a boat called?
Mike, just Google it. I think we should ask Mike questions and then have Mike Google it, and then we can come back to it.
Jesse, this is like 80% of my job. If I don't know how to do something, I just message Mike and he knows, man.
Well,
Oh,
That-
oh
see-
Mike, look it up.
see, but that's 80% of my job is just Google it.
Yeah.
Okay,
80
Tampa Bay versus Oakland.
Honestly, 80% of my job is, oh my God, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna do? What's gonna? Oh my God, and then I get back to get back to normal.
Mine is like, man, must suck to be the guy I have to figure this out. Must suck to be the boss. Tampa Bay versus Oakland.
What?
Hmm?
What?
Tampa Bay versus Oakland.
Oakland.
They're on a tear, bro. It's Kansas City versus Denver. Denver is your say what pick of the week. I'm picking Kansas City because I'm not a stupid
was
asshole.
very
Jacksonville
surprised.
versus the Chargers.
I was just gonna say I was very surprised that Tampa Bay put the beat down on the Packers that they did. So
It's true.
So the Bucks could end up winning this game. Okay.
Oh my God, I've been saying Oakland. I said
Yeah.
Oakland like a lot of times. It's Las Vegas. It's Las
Look at
Vegas.
that. It's steering wheel.
Oh, really?
Nautical wheel. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Mike on this one. Steering wheel. Fuck.
Steel wheels keep on turning.
No.
I said
Anyway,
Oakland a bunch. It's Las Vegas. Everyone knows. Jacksonville versus the Chargers. Helm.
I'm gonna pick Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. I picked Chargers. San Francisco versus New England.
I thought the helm was like a certain point of the ship. It's like take the helm, kind of just
What?
like take the reins, kind of thing. You know?
I'll keel haul ya. I thought a helm was a helmet.
I don't know. Anyway,
With
what?
slats thusly.
Oh, I can't watch Carson Wentz. I gotta turn my TV off. I turned it off. All right, what's our matchup?
Oh God, he's such a like. I have a red beard and he's got a red beard. Like,
Yeah.
I think I have a red beard. That fucker has a red.
I
Beard.
still think Carson Wentz looks like a buffer version of my brother guy.
I can sort of see it. Sorta.
Mike sent just like
Just
the
like modern day ships, the steering wheel on the pirate ship is called the ship's wheel and was located in the helm area. But helm
So-
in like RPG like Knights of the Round Table helms are helmets. So there.
So maybe
But thanks for
it'll-
looking that up, Mike.
Like a ship's wheel on my belt buckle is driving me nuts. Like that? Ha, 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 ha.
Yeah, that was a very Popeye look. Where's my spinach, Olive? San
Okay,
Francisco versus New England. I want to see if I can do that. That was weird. It shook my whole head. My vision was jumping.
You're getting too into it, man. We're still going, man. We're an hour 30 minutes into this thing.
San Francisco versus New England. Motherfucker.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
pick
we're a little
New,
bit worse for wear.
I'm gonna pick New England.
I picked New England. Motherfucker.
Is it in New England?
Yes.
Oh, it's a coming home of Jimmy G, yo.
Oh.
Belichick is gonna eat him for dinner.
Yeah,
Like
but you
Kobe
want
Bryant.
San Francisco to win? I don't get it.
No.
Motherfucker. I thought you said San Francisco.
No, I said New England.
Okay. I said San Francisco.
We have
Oof.
5 viewers all of a sudden. Hello.
Whoa.
Welcome to our drunk ramblings at this point.
Jumpstep, are you off work and drinking now? It's
Yeah,
10:45. What are you drinking? Hardcore whiskey? What are you drinking? Vodka shots? Seattle versus Arizona.
Seattle.
Chicago versus the Rams.
Joseph just asked if anybody picked Denver to beat Kansas City. Joe
Nick
said,
did.
Say what
Nick
pick
did
of the
for his
week.
say what pick of the week.
This
guy.
They yeah. I'm picking them. I mean, like if Oakland, fuck. Now you got me doing it. If Las Vegas can beat Kansas City, then I think Denver can.
Hey, you know what? Division games. No, that's not a division game. Never mind.
Oh, Mike switched devices.
Mike,
Womp womp.
Mike, add another device. You say don't. I say add more devices. Everyone listening, turn on
Don't-
9 devices and log into the thing. Get our if we get this up to 6 viewers, this will be a record.
Oh baby. Oh, we dropped. Oh, 4 and 3.
No.
You said that we dropped down to 3.
Great. You know who I miss? Nick. Oh, by the way, Dovetail Brewery, Hefeweizen.
You
I
miss
miss-
Kate Morgan too? Because I
Well,
do
yeah,
some-
no, but
love
I do
Kate
miss Lightning Rush.
Yeah, what happened to him?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Jump Step, you get 2 points for a say what pick of the week, correct answer. I should probably mention that every time we do that.
If you get to 6, Nick gets naked. 6 what? 6
Viewers?
beers? 6 viewers? Oh, I'll get naked
If Nick gets Nick gets 6 beers in him, he will get naked. That's true.
Oh man, I was naked in a college film. Like I get naked for nothing. It's easy.
Oh yeah, Nick hung dong.
I did. I went full frontal, baby. Like I had Emily on set, and then we had to keep me warm somehow. So I had.
A fluffer, if you will.
I should have had a fluffer. Do you think Emily would have been okay with a fluffer on set?
Wouldn't she have been the fluffer?
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Never thought of that.
Well, he didn't want me rock hard for the fucking thing. I was supposed to walk out carrying a bowl of soup, being interrupted in a reeler showing. The guy originally wanted to show my butt, but I was like, this was after I lost the weight and stuff. So I was like, I'm much better with my front. I sculpted my front a little bit better. And he's like, you want to go full front? So I was like, yeah, fuck it. Who cares?
What do you mean after you lost the weight? So I knew you when this happened?
No, this would have been this would have been 2013, 2012 or 2013 probably.
I don't want to call you fat when I met you, but you were in the bigger crowd when I met you. I was in the bigger
that's
crowd.
like I said, but I was even bigger before then. Like Jump Step and Mike are the only ones here who remember from my big days. Like Mike, I would fucking slam 1 and 2 liter bottles of Fanta while working for Mike. And
Yeah, that's not good.
I used to eat candy all the time. I would eat Bunch of Crunch all the time at FYE and just whatever candy was on sale. Oh man, I was a big boy, big boy. I met DMX, so my photo of DMX with me and DMX, I'm really fat and he's doing this.
That's fantastic. To be
DMX, I
honest.
should have barked at him.
Hey, and you've come a long way. Proud of you, buddy.
Hey, thanks, man.
I've gone the other way.
Ah,
Anyway, did we say Chicago versus the Rams yet?
I don't know.
Well,
I'm
what-
gonna pick the Rams.
Excuse me, undefeated Chicago?
No, they have 1 loss.
No.
Yeah.
Against who? Name it. 3, 2, 1. Undefeated.
Are they? No, they're not. The Bears aren't undefeated. They're 5-1.
Yeah, but you lost. You couldn't name it, so you lost.
They're gonna have to go back. They lost to the Colts.
I said 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you lost. So
You
they're
didn't give me
undefeated.
more time than that.
No, I gave you ample time. And you blow it.
drank my brain and booze over the several years of my life. You gotta give me more time, Jesse.
Jump Step, you and me both. No, I gave you ample time. You blew it, so they're undefeated. Oh my God, for real. I'm looking at the NFC North standings right now, and I want to cry.
Are you underneath the Lions?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I say oh yeah like it's a big thing, but they're 2 and 3 and we're 1 and 5.
The Lions are like the reverse Falcons almost. No, the Lions are like the Falcons because the Lions that you think they're gonna win and they blow it. This season anyway. It's appeared that way.
I don't know. The Lions always suck.
Yeah.
And the Vikings suck. I don't know what to say.
Hey, the Cowboys suck too, man. We're in the same boat.
I wish they, honestly, if they're gonna suck, I just want them to fucking suck, all the way. Like,
Yeah, so
they're
it sucks.
so.
Like,
Look at this. Listen to this. Uh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but the Jets are 0-6. But listen to this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 teams in the NFL that only have one win.
that's kind of insane.
Well, okay, who just won? The Eagles won, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they have 2 now. So there's 8 teams now. There's 8 teams in the NFL that have, and that makes it
Yeah.
easier because that's 25% of the entire league have one win only.
Yeah. You see,
There's
the
2
Vikings
of them.
fucked up with that first win, man. They should have just tanked the whole season.
I don't even remember who it was against now.
That's like that's my biggest issue with the Cowboys is that when we're bad, we don't just embrace that we're bad and commit to being bad. We still try to fight, and we become 8-8, and we draft number 16. Like,
No, no, I get you 100%. I've already
Hate it.
talked to my brother about how we're gonna end up 8-8 somehow, and we're gonna get middle of the pack fucking bullshit pick.
I know. Like our last early pick was Zeke, and I loved having the number 4 pick, man.
Well,
Like,
that's the
how-
thing. That was that one season that you should have been good, but fucking sucked somehow.
Yes. No,
And
we
you-
were good. We made it to the playoffs because we had Dak and Zeke. It was the year after that we were bad and Zeke had that 4 or 6 game suspension. That 4
Well,
game.
you were like 4-12 one season, and you ended up with like a high pick, even though your team was good.
Yeah, it was the year before we drafted Zeke.
Yeah, right. That's how you got Zeke.
Yeah.
So we almost beat the goddamn Seahawks.
Yep.
We've been putting up a lot of goddamn points.
And then you turn around and almost lose.
So,
to
yeah,
the-
we would turn around and lose to everybody. We
Yeah.
beat the Texans by 8 points.
And that was so embarrassing for the Texans that they fired Bill O'Brien.
Yeah, we fired Bill O'Brien. And it was 31-23. We have put up so many points. Like, our offense is not the problem.
Uh-huh.
Listen to this point totals. 34, 11, which was on the low side. Then 30, because we only lost to the Titans by 1. 31 in our win, 26 in our loss, and 23 in our last loss. I mean, we're 2 points away, or okay, I guess 4 technically, because we would have tied. We're 4 points away from beating the Titans and the Seahawks both,
Yeah.
which makes me super nervous. If you're gonna get knocked out of the playoffs in the first fucking 6 weeks, get knocked out of the playoffs. The way that we're playing with so many points that we put up, that we're gonna, and every other team sucking dicks too, we're gonna be one of those teams that's bad, right, at the end of the season, but we're gonna have a higher draft or a lower draft pick because like no one else put up as many points as we did. Whatever, dude.
Yeah, no, dude, I hear you. I hear you. Because the Cowboys only have 2 wins, but they've also scored a piss load of points in each.
Well,
win.
yeah, I mean you're gonna be in the playoffs, so
Yeah, I don't know. I think I still think it's gonna be the Eagles. Like compared to the, I don't know. Whatever.
Mike
Do we
says
have-
that he's like the he's like the Vikings in the Pro Football Juice fantasy league. Lots of points, no wins.
Yeah. Do you not have any wins?
What?
Does he really not have any wins in PF?
Yeah, he's won.
Now I gotta spend the 3 hours it takes me to navigate our app. Oh, he's won 2 games.
Yeah, you're better than the Vikings, Mike.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Should we wrap this thing?
Yep.
It's been a long damn podcast.
Not as long as our. Oh yeah, it has been a long time. Okay, let's play the outro.
Yeah.
Yow.
If you want to hit us up on social media, tweet at us at Pro Football Juice
Hashtag Juice Nation.
and that's pretty much the same for Facebook.
Facebook, yeah. Or you could listen to our podcast anywhere that podcasts are available. And you would know that because you're probably listening right now if you're hearing my voice tell you this.
Yes.
Whoa. Trippy.
Hey, thanks to our viewers and listeners and Mike and Jumpstep for
Yeah, bros. Thanks for tuning in. You can listen to this live on Twitch every time we do it, and all the old episodes on YouTube.
Yeah. Also, if you want to check out another podcast, you can check out Jumpstep's Memory Box podcast.
Hey, see that? You tune in, Jump Step, and you get a shout out.
Yeah. I was really afraid that I massacred it. Did I get the right name?
No, yeah, the Memory Box.
For some reason, I kept wanting to say like Rhapsody something.
What? No.
I don't know. Like that was in my head. But Jump Step, there's an idea. You could change your podcast to the Jerry Garcia song Rhapsody in Red, and that's how you can start your podcast every time. And then
Bohemian Rhapsody in Red.
we'll just do a podcast on the Grateful Dead, and you'll have me on every week, and then we'll just do it. We'll do it, man.
It sounds like you need to start a podcast with fucking
Bob
coworker.
Weir? Yeah, it's a great
No,
idea.
your coworker.
I don't have any coworkers.
You know your coworker. Oh yeah, your underling, your minion.
No, I got a friend who's a deadhead. She
got a friend.
she has a Grateful Dead tattoo on her thigh, like on her like right here, whatever this is, her quad. It's cool, man. I think my tattoo's better, but that's because I'm doing the sleeve thing.
Do I know
But-
this person?
No, I don't think so. I doubt it.
All right, but thanks to Emily.
Yeah, thanks,
And
Brad.
hashtag Brit.
It was good to see Brad. Man?
Oh, and thanks to Smoking Room
Bowling.
Films.
Oh, thanks to Arcadian Brewing and that bubble in your throat.
Peace.
Deuces!